Now I'm being joined by Maxime Vachier-Lagrave. You played a nice game in the Najdorf Sicilian defense against Speyer-Schwegenheim. Can you tell us something about your game?
Yeah, my main objective, of course, was to get a game going. I mean, I didn't really intend to be better, but somehow I managed. I played very fast to put some sort of pressure on my opponent, but at some point it might have been misguided because I played a couple inaccuracies and I let him breathe a bit. Then we transposed to an endgame which is a pawn but should be a draw. I was quite unhappy that I had to exchange queens, but still I knew, well, if he doesn't defend the best way, there's still a chance to fight, and I got this chance to fight, and then, well, it was still drawish for a very long time, but it got more and more difficult, and with no time on his clock, well, it was a tough task then.
Congratulations for your strong endgame play, and finally you could win the game in the rook endgame. We gathered a lot of free questions from our home club, OSG Baden-Baden. Everybody in Baden-Baden are watching your games and pressing the thumbs.
Well, thanks. Of course, I mean, it's a pleasure to play for Baden, and well, I like the city very much, I have to say. And you know, of course, like I felt I had to play until the last pawn because, well, I was better on time. I was a pawn up, so of course I was going to play till all my resources were exhausted.
Yep. And I start with a general question from the club, OSG Baden-Baden. What do you prefer, coffee or tea?
It's a very easy task because I don't like coffee, so I'll take tea any day.
Very good, very healthy. And now two chess-related questions from chess kids from OSG Baden-Baden. What can you recommend? Also, what was important for you to improve in chess? Can you give some recommendations for chess training?
Well, of course. I mean, there's plenty of good coaches, and. Well, to be honest, they probably know better than I do, but you know, I mean, for me the main thing was to enjoy myself. Of course, I had to study a bit, especially I got seriously interested in studying endgames around the age of 12, 13, and then it got me a lot of points or half points, and that was good. So yeah, I mean, at some point I really focused on endgames, and then well, when it was needed, of course, I switched back to openings and middle game. But endgame knowledge is something you get for life, so it's quite useful.
We have seen it in your game today. Endgames are useful, and you studied mathematics. And do you think there is a nexus between chess and math?
Sort of. I mean, it's not really like. I mean, you can be a great mathematician and be hopeless at chess. You can be hopeless at math and still do quite well in chess. So, you know, I mean, there's no direct correlation, but still, of course, a lot of areas have some relation, and I would say that most of all, you know, the logic you need behind the moves and the direct calculation. It's like, you know, you exhaust all your options, and yeah, in some ways there's some relations, but it doesn't mean that it's necessary to be good at one field to be good at the other.
Okay, which part in mathematics did you enjoy the most? Numerics, linear algebra, analysis?
I would say arithmetic. That was one of my most favorite subjects. And then, well, in general I enjoyed, but unfortunately I also didn't pursue it for long enough. So I mean, I would have wished to have like a couple of more years to kind of get some real expertise in one particular field, because I know the basics, but and I used to know the basics, because now it's been too much time since I finished my degree. So unfortunately, some of my memories are not as acute as they used to be.
Okay, and thank you very much. Thank you for the interview, and I wish you good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.